So it looks like it's starting up in a 720 window. Does it accept controller? Yes, it does. Oh, cool. Let's use the controller for this. I get the feel like I think this is like a visual novel or an adventure game. It's kind of blurry, isn't it? There's a bit of a... I think that's the kind of like a fake CRT filter. Why is that so blurry? Fly high wet. Wow. The amount of filtering in this sound. I think this is really trying to be a nostalgia kind of aesthetic. Play scene setup bonus. That's probably options. Yeah. We should probably use the word options. Language. Yeah. Can I press back? Nope, can't press back. Just need to pick that. Oh, the game restarted. Graphics. Nothing special about this. I can just leave it at I can just leave it at 7. There's only 3 choices. I'll just leave it at that. Sound is actually good. Oh, it's all at 5 by default. That's actually really good. It's a really good volume level. It's good to start at the middle. Oh no. The menu went to the top by default. Key config, don't care about keys. Dead zone. That's not useful. It's an interesting effect there where the default setting is actually still there in the background of the shadow. I don't know if that's a bug or not. Up, down, left, right, confirm, cancel, and yeah, there's not much to it. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty simplistic game or something. Number 1. Some fools in the world hide how they truly feel. I think it's nice to not have bias, but I think I'm always like everyone's gonna have some bias, even though they say they're unbiased. They think if they tell the truth, think they're lame, or maybe think they're crazy. And they can't stand that, so they lie. Most of the time, they're not clever enough, so they unintentionally let the truth slip in places people would notice. That, to me, is one of the lamest things anyone could do. If someone says they're objective, I don't know whether I should believe that or not, because everyone's going to be a little bit biased somehow, right? Like, even if it's not obvious, like, they still have, like, some kind of background that influences how they're evaluating it. And, you know, like, on the, like, I mean, if you want an objective review, that's where the checklist comes in, and it's like having the well-defined categories. And that's how, like, people mark stuff in school. So it's a... Like, there needs to be like a bit of both, you know? It's like, I'm coming here with a specific background, and that's going to influence my evaluation. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse, but I do try to like make it clear what my background is. And that way, you can take that bias out if I can't do it successfully. 4 years ago. Hello, Jem. Both me and Kani-chan were still studying in college. Oh, that's a Game Boy. That's the Game Boy sound. Blocks. This is a really interesting font. It really does make me think of Game Boy Advance era. Although I'm not a fan of that letter M. That's like, why is that not symmetrical? That letter, capital letter M. It's like, oh. How are you today? Kind of middling. I'm not really sure if I can get through all of these reviews today, but we'll see. Move, jump, break block, set block. Oh, it's a block game? Okay. Retry stage. Nice. Yeah, I'm already metagaming here by like freezing time in midair. Oh, wait a minute. Parallax in a Game Boy game? Look at that. We've got parallax backgrounds in a Game Boy game. That's a bit much. Does anyone remember playing on their TI-83 calculators in high school and just playing a block game? Hey, Connie. Why aren't you talking now? Talk? I just want to make a game I can be happy with. And I know I can't do it with this person, so talking out would be pointless. Making a... this kind of hits hard. This hits a bit close to home. The entire point of this assignment is to learn how to work as a team. We work towards the contest, but winning it isn't the objective, right? I know that. But still, I don't want to enter the contest with a mediocre product. But... excuse me. I came to hand in my assignment. I'm a little busy now. Can you wait a moment? Okay, sorry. Oh my god. I think I'm already in love with this game. It's been like 8 minutes. There's bound to be a problem whenever you work in a team. Can't you solve the issue with a discussion? Fine. These so-called pixel art graphics are just normal illustrations shrunk in size, right? No, that's not how pixel art works. I don't even see any effort made to clean the lines. Oh, that's what she's commenting on. It's like, it's low effort pixel art. So can you redo it and draw it in the style I requested? Can you stop pushing your ideals on me? What? See, it's impossible. Does it really have to be in pixel art? Yes? Sorry, mind if I interject? Hi, I'm Kumade. I'm in arts and design. I don't think we've talked before, being in different courses. She the one that won an award? Annie-san, was it? Well, yes. You're looking for someone that can create pixel art, right? So how about leaving that to me? Professor, would it be alright if I switch places with the other person. If both parties are agreeable, I don't see why not. I can't stand working with another second with a jerk like Kanye. I actually wanted to try my hand in pixel art, but my team was against it because the style is too old. Yeah, oh man. How to not be a commission artist. This seems to be like a school though, and that's the part where it kind of hits close to home, because this is what I did. This is something I actually did. It makes me very curious, because it's like this is clearly a nostalgia aesthetic and a theme. It's like, I've never played the Mother theories, but I'm aware that it is a very kind of sentimental, nostalgic kind of theme to it. It's about like appreciating the better days. Can you really do it? I'm pretty certain I can. Oh, another thing I appreciate, it's a pretty minor thing. This might be a bit subjective, but the letterboxing here is not black, it's actually off black. And I know some people prefer the blacks to be crushed, but sometimes it just makes it a bit more clear where the edges of the screen are. So like that's a bit of a nitpick. I'll just move on. This assignment I was about to hand in would have a sample of my work in dot style. You can see and decide for yourself. I think the term dot style is really more of a Japanese term. Calling it dot style rather than pixel art. If I have the skills that you're looking for, and that's how we started making games together. Yeah, that might be an interesting point there, because overall there's this very big filter here of kind of grainy pixel, and also like a bit of a sepia tone. It's kind of trying to evoke that feeling. After we graduated from school, we never got a full-time job. We decided we'd make a living by making games together, April 2021. Jeez, is this like an autobiography or something? The reality was harsh. Instead of spending time making games, most of our time was spent working part-time jobs. Honestly. Oh, that's another thing that hits hard. Because like that's what I'm trying to like get away from at the moment. Like it's a bit of a tricky situation, you know. I love the sea. The salty air stings. Sandblocks can't be set even if you break them. Oh, they will also fall without support. You know, I suspect this block game is the actual game. Right, oh, I can drop 2 blocks, okay. Hey. Oh, hi, boss. How's it going? What are you doing? What? I'm just playing a game. You idiot. Do your work. Puff, puff, puff. Phew. I saw something was off about you even during the interview. I didn't think you'd be this useless. Sorry. What's the matter with you? Well, you said I could take it easy when there are no customers around. So I thought maybe I could, you know, game just a little. Stop making excuses. Jeez, I don't care if you're a game creator or whatever. Get some common sense, won't you? Do you know what people like you are called in this world? A social misfit. I feel sick. What am I supposed to do in times like this? Oh, that's right. Think of the cat. Yeah? There, much better. Okay, I have to calm down. Your games aren't selling and you're short on cash. That's why you're working here, right? Do you ever consider your games don't sell because they're made by a loser like you? This hits too close to home. Are you listening? Following your passion is hard. I've had enough. That's my line. Just fire me and stop shouting. Carney-chan not being able to stick to one job was one of the reasons why it was a struggle to make a living. Number 3. Later that day. You know what I'm suddenly thinking of? I'm thinking of Shiha a cat. Because they're very small segments of story. Just really short chapters. Every time we made a game, Carney-chan lost more confidence. I think the numbers are the chapters. So like this is like chapter 3, but it's really short. That's why I'm thinking of Shiha a cat. The reason was simple, our games wouldn't sell. Of course it hurt. Level 3. Games are dying. Look carefully before you make a move. Oh, I need to find the key, don't I? Where's the key? You know, even though it's story-driven, this is actually pretty good gameplay. Oh, whoops. Do I need to get that key again? One hit kill. I actually can't progress here, can I? I need to go back and forth. Oh, all because I missed one jump. Probably shouldn't have spent that second block. Oh, that worked out. Yeah. And only one spare block. Oh, hi, Candid-chan. Oh, her name changed. It was 2 eyes and now it's 1 eye. I think... Oops. Is that a mistake? I think she's lying at home depressed or something now, isn't she? I relate to that really heavily. I mean, like, look at me, look at what I'm doing, like, right now. I'm at home streaming. Ha. Pain. Well, I quit. It wasn't for me. Again? Like I told you, it's not for me. A 9-to-5 job, socializing. You do realize we're in a tight situation, right? I know. I'll find another job soon. Anyway, I read your script. How was it? A story about saving a princess from a demon lord. Right? It's a classic storyline. Nowadays, who'd want to save a princess from a demon lord? It's all about the isekai now, isn't it? Like, you gotta go in, get some kind of random power from a smartphone, and then it turns out the princess is the demon lord. Something like that. Those are super popular. Then what do you suggest? For example, having the protagonist die halfway unexpectedly, or having a plot twist somewhere, or using meta-fictional ideas. Like an isekai. We need something like that to get people talking about it. Also, I need to discuss the fact that the gameplay is secondary to the plot. Honey-chan, but that was your idea. You said you wanted to make a game centered around the storyline. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. But what is the meaning of continuing this way? Making an old-school game with a predictable ending? Wouldn't we be creating a game that isn't worth making? And now I'm suddenly thinking of that game project idea I wanted to make that was retro. It's like, what's the point of that? I don't know who made this, but I feel like I would like to reach out and say, let's work on something. Wouldn't it be nice if this kind of story inspired people to make games as well? Because I don't know, it might do something to me. Don't tell me we're suggesting we start over again. Oh no. Drawing attention, having meaning, whether it's worth it or not. I didn't think any of that mattered to you when you created games in the past. But of course. Now it's work. It's different. After we started making games professionally, Honey-chan began to change. Thanks for playing the demo. We hope you'll add this title to your wishlist. The full version will be released soon. By Yo Fuji. Oh, there's bonus. There's nothing there, okay. Oh, there's no quit button. Oh wait, no, there it is. I have to press start to press quit game. Okay, so that's a little bit unusual. For the desktop version, they should probably just straight up add a quit game button to this menu at the bottom here instead of pressing start. It's a little bit unorthodox. Quit game, yes. Okay, so let's open this up. I'm trying. I'm like, this doesn't show up in the previous reviews, but it's like I'm constantly trying to like communicate this better, and maybe this will help. Maybe it won't. But I'm like pretty much just wishlisting this straight away. I expected this to just be a plain visual novel of some kind. But that's just like everything just felt really cohesive. You know, I was like the short story segment like just went. I'm actually surprised at how little time I spent on it. Like, the story was just really succinct. I think the only criticism I could really make is how the game started at 720p, but that's not really a big deal. For a pixel art game, I actually prefer to play in windowed mode. Because having it full screen actually makes the pixels too blown out for my comfort, so that's actually kind of okay for me. I'm sure other people will disagree, but I don't have a problem with that. The art style is really unique because like I think I can kind of, I haven't played Mother 3, but I could kind of detect that there was some kind of visual inspiration from the Game Boy Advance era in terms of the font and the specific choice of resolution. The pixel art, one thing that's tough about pixel art is, and having a full pixel art game, is that it is inherently a low resolution game, right? It's so many pixels by so many pixels resolution, so like 400 by 200 or something like that. And something that actually throws me off is that if they add too much, like if they make the resolution too high, it actually feels off to me, because as something that's meant to evoke nostalgia, games weren't in that resolution, right? So I've certainly seen like a number of pixel games where they do pixel art, but the entire game world is in this 480 resolution, and it's like it doesn't feel like pixel art anymore because it's actually zoomed out too much. But here it was like kind of it hit the resolution just right. Nothing to complain about when it comes to like how the game was coded in any way. There was that little odd bit where the game reset during a language change, but that's something that does happen, you know. So and the block game was surprisingly good. Like, it was super simple, but man, it kind of it felt like a more substantial version of the Block Dude game on the TI-83 calculator. I didn't have any issues with it. Like, it's a super simple thing. It's meant to be as a bit of a segue between these story segments, and it didn't overstay its welcome. And they got all of the sound effects right. Like, I think all of the sound effects were amazing. And honestly, this story, it hits close to home. I kind of wonder how these characters will get over their issues as well, because I certainly haven't gotten over mine. You know, when it comes to wanting to create games and never actually managing to really achieve it. And I'm geez, like really like barely 5 minutes in, like 5 to 8 minutes in, I was already thinking I want to see more about these characters. It's kind of a depressing story, I think, but it's also really deep rooted in nostalgia. I think it's kind of a thing that happens a lot in Japanese storytelling. You know, there's a lot about I think a lot of themes, some of the best ones that I like at the very least, it's about it's really about, I don't like, it's a little bit of nostalgia, but it's about also appreciating and working with those old things, you know. Um, Rose tinted lenses might be a good term, but like overall, I think it used it to great effect to tell this story. You know, like because there are definitely like retro games, retro-esque games that I've played which seem to not nail that feeling of nostalgia. Like they have like some kind of distorted impression of what these games used to be like, and over exaggerated. Like in some cases, you know, like, oh, you know, Nintendo games were difficult, so we make the game super difficult, but they don't have the full picture of why they were difficult. Here though, well, what am I even trying to say? But um, maybe there's just something about the sentimentalness of this that just touched me somehow. I'll say it like that. Um, so I'll just press submit there.